Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. First game going to Kvoth with some insanely high level Oranos play there, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2, however, on a completely different map, completely different mindset. We're going in onto the map Gold Rush. To talk a little bit about Kvoth, if you guys don't know who Kvoth is, he did play in the competitive mega random tournament. I believe he placed in the top 8 there. So he's obviously an incredibly strong player. He normally just plays the Gaia civilization, but recently he's been working on his Oranos. He's been working on his off civs, off of like the not just playing Atlantean. He's been playing a whole bunch of different gods as well. But an incredibly strong player, and definitely showing a little bit of how you say it just almost strategic genius, as it were, macro managing his gold villages beautifully, going from one gold mine to the other one and taking a whole bunch of villages to make it happen, retreating perfectly and all those good things. We're just about to be launching into game number 2 here, ladies and gentlemen. So get excited for it. In the bottom side of the map, in the blue color, playing as Oranos, getting a little bit excited as the game is currently dropping. And it is Skady, spawning as the Oranos player. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Thor over here. His name is Kvoth. Yes, the map is... what is the map? Gold Rush. The map is Gold Rush. And we have started to see quite a few of these Gold Rush games happening. A couple of incredibly well-played Gold Rush games here. And a lot of different gods being played on this. Now, while there are god restrictions, you do have technically a free choice as to which god you want to play on which map. And so far, there has been no one who's been able to come along and just go, this is the meta on this map. I've heard people say this is a Greek map. I've heard people say that this is an Atlantean map. I've heard people say that this is a Norse map. And I've heard people say that this is an Atlantean map. Imagine, is there another map out there that is quite like this? It's absolutely insane. I can't wait to see what these players are going to come up with. We do have Oranos versus Thor here. We'll see what Kvoth is going to be able to come up with. I haven't seen a whole lot of his Norse, but he does play an incredibly good Norse in team games. He's incredibly strong in team games and definitely someone to watch out for. So it's not like he doesn't understand the economy. It's not like he doesn't understand the military. He just might not have the 1v1 experience with Thor, but we'll see how he's going to do. I'm excited about it. If you guys don't know what Gold Rush is, or you're just tuning in and don't understand what's going on, Pandora's Box is a tournament which I've hosted, which is effectively 8 maps which I think are competitively viable and could be slotted very easily into the ranked ladder pool to create a little bit more diversity in the current maps that we play on. So I decided, hey, there's a whole bunch of maps that we could use to play on, so why not do a tournament on it and see which ones might want to get thrown in there, if they get thrown in there at all. Who knows? But regardless, we do have another random map set for everyone to play on if they so choose to do that in Invibly already. So we're already winning, as it were. But Gold Rush here is a map that is basically stolen from Age of Empires 2. All the gold in the middle, all the hunt on the outside, all the wood on the actual outside, as it is. So we'll see how it's all gonna wind up. What's going to wind up happening here is some relics have been uncovered. We do see the Titan's treasure here. This isn't the most important of relics to pick up, but I do think that it's one that you should always consider grabbing because it is a significant reduction in that Mythic Age, or Titan Age, I should say, technology. You also get a reduction in favor as well of 20%. So it ends up being or 25%, I should say. So I can't do that math. It's like 12.5 favor. Yeah, 12.5 favor reduction, which is actually quite a lot. Obviously, it's going to be 12 favor or 13 favor. You can't have 0.5 favor, but it is. As we do see some more houses coming down on this location. Another relic has been uncovered. It is the Trojan Gate hinge. This map is incredibly open. Very, very, very difficult to wall this map up. So you're going to be able to see raids getting hit really, really hard and fast and all over the place. And things are going to be very, very tough. As we see, Prometheus coming through, Skady coming through as well. As the villagers rolling out of the map. You can see there's just so much hunt over here. You've got all of the deer. You've got tons of aurochs. You got bears over here. Boars over here. Just plenty of hunt. Just a nice, healthy amount. So if you want to do any heavy food strategies, you can definitely make that happen as the mana does get built up. We see the Hearser starting to move forward here for Kvoth. As Skady, I don't think his oracles are really in position over here. Generally speaking, we've been seeing lately Oranos players, Atlantean players in general, pulling their oracles back home so that they can valor them if they need to. But unfortunately here, Kvoth not being able to find where the hunt is just yet. We see both the military buildings getting dropped down. He's actually searching around. He hasn't found it just yet. This is how bad the Thor scouting is early game, as he does finally see the citizens. But the deer is just about to be over, and we see the citizens saying, "Get out of here. I don't want to deal with you." As these citizens can drop in and out and continue to grab this deer as fast as they possibly can. Prometheans moving across the map. We do see the villagers happily grabbing the deers over here as the longhouses coming up as well. The Hearser continuously getting pushed back as one Mermillo are going to be coming through here to say, no, that's enough. Get out of here. And we'll see how it's going to go, as now the villagers happily going to start going after the boar here. And it looks like this Mermillo here should actually be able to chase this Hearser all the way home at 4.95 speed. A little bit of an overcommitment there from Kvoth. Going to be Skady going to be drawing first blood here. That's what I'm trying to say. As the Promethean offspring coming through here. They do spot the gatherers on this location. There is a troll. There is a Hearser. There's not going to be a whole lot of damage done, but beautiful micro thus far from Skady as the Hearser, 11 HP, getting down, 6 HP. One more shot. Not going to be able to get it as the Hearser does retreat back. He does manage to keep that one alive. Nice play there from Kvoth, as it does keep the Hearser there. Going to get that held all the way back up. Beautiful speed walking there. If you don't know what speed walking is, it's a concept where your units want to get into formation, so they actually move a little bit faster to get into formation. So you can do a little trick to drag them in to each other there, as now Skady gonna have to pull back here. If he probably doesn't have the units that can quite fight this one, as he's trying to take this fight really, really early. We see the Hearser gonna be able to take down a Terma on the back over here. One Terma does end up falling, more Hearser going down, but it does look like Skady has to pull back here. Those Terma not long for this world, fighting against Ulfsark this early. But one difference here playing Thor over playing Odin is that Thor doesn't get access to the speedy Ulfsark, so he might have some troubles against Terma in this game. As another mana coming up over here, as the boar just about to be expired. There are a ton of Aurochs over here, and we can see that Skady is going to be moving over onto them, but he will have to pull back away from this location, as well as the army going to be coming in. We do see the units coming through to try and take down the wall here. We've got Medium Mermillo onto this location, as well as the citizen are going to be making a break for it. As Kvoth comes through, will we see any attempt at building blocks or not? As these citizens trying to pull back, we do see the Mermillo turning around here. Just watch the Greek game. The citizen pulling back. Looks like Skady just taking a little bit of damage to make sure his villagers stay alive here, as we do see the villagers retreating back here for Kvoth. Beautiful micro, beautiful care for his villagers here. However, these ones sitting out in the middle of nowhere. Skady going to be looking to take this fight over here, as we do see another Valor coming through onto this position. As the villagers go down, one villager does get taken down. Looks like one Mermillo might go down here as well. No, he does manage to keep that alive. Going to be retreating away. Nice play there, as the villagers going to be moving now over onto the Aurochs there. The villagers on this location dropping a mana. It's 85 population to 89 population. However, well, I mean, it is Mermillo do beat out against Ulfsark really, really hard. Mermillo beat Ulfsark really, really hard. And Terma do beat Throwing Axeman really, really hard. But it's not that simple. We just see a little bit of a pause here. I'm not sure exactly what's going on because I don't get to see the chat. Skady says, try to move them. It's fine. I don't know what we're talking about. Looks like his villagers might have been a little bit funky-like. No. Sometimes villagers bug out, but you just need to move them, and they're going to be kind of fine there. But he did know. I didn't notice it. He didn't notice it. All good. Now Skady pushing forward, trying to swing around here. He is slightly out of line of sight of Kvoth, so he does manage to sneak through. Kvoth moving his units forward here as the army going to be pushing it onto this location. Meanwhile, over here, we do see Skady getting pushed back, but the double micro coming through over here as the villagers going to be getting pulled away. We will be seeing Skady trying to target those down over here as the army coming back over here from Kvoth. No villagers going down just yet, but we do see one throwing axeman getting traded for one termer here as the army going to be pulling back away. Kvoth playing nicely at this point as the villagers have to return back over here onto the Aurochs. Skady has to pull back. Skady now getting himself some Kyra Ballister out to try and deal with those Ulfsarks. A little bits of building blocking going down, but he's not going to be able to quite make that work as more units coming through. We've got some of those Prometheans coming in onto this location. We've got ourselves 5 Herso though for Kvoth. So Skady's going to have to micro that one really nicely. Otherwise, those hoplites are going to be incredibly strong. We've got ourselves like 16 Murmillo to 14 Ulfsark, and the troll gets caught out over here. He could take that out if he micros those hero terma onto them, but not able to do so just yet. A couple more trolls coming through into this fight. Those are going to be a really, really big help as another troll does end up coming through here. The terma coming in, trying to snipe out some throwing axemen on the backside over there. As the term of retreating back, will those Kyra Ballister get some damage done as the throwing axeman going to get taken down on the back. Beautiful control thus far from both players, not engaging too early here as the Murmillo kind of distracting one of those Ulfsarks over there nicely as the army's looking to engage over here. I'm sure. Is there a shockwave? Not a shockwave just yet, but Skady says, I don't want to take this fight. He moves forward. He says, I want to take the fight. He's turning around. He's getting caught out hugely here as Kvoth is getting so much damage done as these units retreating back. We see the box formation coming through for Skady to prevent a lot of that damage from coming in, but Skady retreating here. Is this what he wants to be doing? A second town center on the way here as a whole bunch of units here rebuilding this one. He's trying to retreat away from this town center to get it up as fast as he possibly can. A military barracks coming down, but it looks like Kvoth is sniffing this one out. No, he's not. He's going to be pulling back. Kvoth does have the resources to drop his own second town center here as well. He's opting for the Dwarven Armory though, which I do like the idea of going to the heroic age here. We'll see if Skady too can get to the heroic age. Does he have an armory up? He is putting the armory up over here as the army's starting to push forward. Skady, he's getting one pick on the troll there, not quite able to finish it off. Huge shockwave though coming through as the army going to be pushing in to get so much damage done onto these units. And now who's retreating? The answer, Kvoth is retreating as Hammer Troll coming through. Kvoth, he's got a little bit of berries left over here. He hasn't tried to go over onto these boards just yet. He's finished up all the hunt on that location there as the army does decide to turn around. Ulfsark coming through onto this position to try and take down some Kyra Ballister, but those Kyra Ballister plus the help of the Promethean will be able to deal with the majority of those over there as the Promethean's getting taken out really nicely over here by Kvoth. Good micro thus far. 81 population to 76 population as it looks like Skady is going to be able to keep Kvoth roughly in the classical age, unless Kvoth decides to completely cut military. He's going in with some raiding cavalry now, continuing to build some units, still building Hammer Troll here. Those are going to be really strong until Skady gets out the birds. What are the birds called? Stymphalian birds here. But with Skady finishing up on the hunt over here, he does have a ton of cows remaining. Does he have himself husbandry? No husbandry just yet. You need to grab that. He can move forward and grab some bears in the middle of the map. Also jumping onto the gold mine in the middle of the map here as well. This is a game plan that might be working out for Skady in the long run here. But Bragi. I've seen Bragi get clicked one too many times. It's a very, very risky maneuver. Is it going to work? It's got to be a mistake 9 times out of 10 playing as Thor. Skady is just so much better. You get the Frost Giant, you get the Huntress Axe, which boosts your throwing axemen. You get the speedy farms with Winter Harvest. What does Bragi give you? Bragi gives you the the Call of Valhalla, gives you the speedy myth units, gives you Battle Ball. They're decent upgrades, but they just don't compare to Skady. And Kvoth is making a very, very big statement here, deciding to go with Bragi and Flaming Weapons. We'll see how it's going to work out for him here as the army retreating back for Skady. Skady very far away from getting to the next age here. He's actually going to have to start making farms, but he does have a whole bunch of cows remaining over here as Kvoth starting to move forward with his army. Potentially, Kvoth is going to be going for a quick mythic age behind all of this, you'd have to assume, but the army here for Skady, he's going to be unrelenting from this moment on. He sees exactly what's coming for him. He does decide to push through onto this location, but that's a lot of Murmillo as the army coming through onto the back here, trying to swing through here to get this damage done. The hero Murmillo trying to take out those hammer trolls. Can Skady even win this fight is the big question. Potentially, he just doesn't have that many heroes here, and he will have to retreat back. Kvoth playing this one just way too well at this point as Skady pulling all the way back home. We see the villagers retreating back over here. How much gold is left? 1,300 gold left on that gold mine. There is a potential here for a very, very big gold staff coming in over here as now Skady retreating all the way back. He's sitting at 110 of 130 population. Skady realizing he needs a heroic age here. What is he going to go for, if he can actually get there or not? As the units coming through here, the town center going to be under pressure. There will be we see the villagers now over on this location here as well, as the Flaming Weapons is going to be very, very possible here as one citizen goes down. Two citizens, not just yet. The battle ball going to be taking this town center down very, very fast here. Skady just about out of gold over here as Flaming Weapons does get clicked. We will see Skady having to retreat back away from here as some more citizens are getting cleaned up over here. Do we see the heroic age? Yes, we do. We see they are coming through, but is that going to be enough here as some citizen making their way forward, potentially going to be trying to sneak a gold mine over here, Could be a good idea as these Murmillo retreating up here. We do see the villagers. Where are they going? Oh, they're going to be going for this gold mine. The Oracle does spot this, but it's obviously the wrong Oracle there. I doubt that Kvoth is ever going to check this gold mine. Most likely he's going to go over here or here. So this might be a nice play from Skady as he's going to attempt to continue staying in this game. We see the temple coming up over here for Skady as the battle ball's moving in onto this position over here. Battle ball is going to be going after the town center. The temple goes down. Another temple is coming through here for Skady as well as they are on the way. Will he be able to get it up in time? 4 seconds left of the Flaming Weapons as the villagers trying to repair this one back up. Skady saying, I gotta go and attack my opponent. I can't stay here any long. We see a shockwave coming down. Do we have any sort of upgrade here? No, we do not. As the heroic age does come through, there's 3 trolls though over here. They're going to be able to clean up that Stymphalian bird incredibly fast here as the watchtowers do come down. The town center no longer surviving. Skady has to retreat back. We see the villagers retreating away from this location. 1, 2, 3 villagers going down, but there's a town center down. The Stymphalian bird is down. A palace getting thrown up over here as Axe of Muspel coming in. Will this palace get up in time or not is the big question, and Skady has to tap out here as Kvoth showing how strong you can be with Thor here. Beautiful play with Kvoth's Thor on this map. He is playing out of his mind in this series thus far. A beautiful execution of Thor cleans up Skady's Oranos incredibly easily, and now he is on match point, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely insane, guys. I don't even know what else to say. If you guys, I can't explain it. Kvoth is on another level here in this game. If you guys enjoying this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.